Let's understand Brexit. Brexit is a simple word that is used as a shorthand way of saying the UK leaving the EU, merging the BR in Britain and exit to get Brexit. In the same way, Greek exit from the Euro was dubbed Brexit in the past. A referendum, a yes or no vote in which nearly everyone of voting age can take part, was held on Thursday, 23rd June 2016, to decide whether the UK should leave or remain in the European Union. Leave won by 51.9% to 48.1%. The referendum turnout was 71.8%, with more than 30 million people voting. What is the European Union? Often known as the EU, is an economical and political partnership involving 28 European countries, with the idea that countries with trade together are more likely to avoid going to war with each other. The EU has grown to become a single market, allowing goods and people move around basically as if member states were one country. It has the euro as its currency, which is used by 19 member states, and it now sets rules in a wide range of areas. For the UK to leave the EU, it had to invoke Article 50 of the Lisbon Treaty, which gives the two sides 2 years to agree to the terms of the split. Theresa May triggered this process on 29 March 2017, meaning the UK is scheduled to leave at 11 p.m. UK time on Friday, 29 March 2019. Alternatively, it can be extended if all 28 European members agree. But at the moment, all sides are focusing on that date as being the key one, and Theresa May has put it into British law. So is Brexit definitely happening? Well, the UK is due to leave the European Union on 29 March 2019. It's the law, regardless of whether there is a deal with the European Union or not. Stopping Brexit will require a change in the law in the UK. The European Court of Justice ruled on 10 December 2018 that UK could cancel the Article 50 Brexit process without the permission of the other 27 European members and remain a member of the EU on its existing terms, provided the decision followed a democratic process. Prime Minister Theresa May has warned Conservative MPs thinking of voting against the deal she has reached with the EU that they risk no Brexit at all. This is a reference to another referendum which is backed by a small number of Conservatives and the larger group of Labour MPs who want the public to be given the final say with the option to remain in the EU. They are just trying to get the Labour leadership to back them up. The European Union might agree to extend the Article 50 if its leaders thought there was a chance that the UK could end up staying in, possibly through another referendum. But it could only be by a few months. The UK's main opposition party, Labour, wants to force the general election and, after winning it, go back to Brussels and negotiate its version of Brexit. That would also require Brexit Day being pushed back from 29th of March, something the EU might agree to give a new UK government the chance to make its case. The transition period refers to a period of time after 29th of March 2019 to get everything in place and allow businesses and others to prepare for the moment when Brexit rules between the UK and the EU begins. It also allows more time for the details of the new relationship to be fully hammered out. Free movement will continue during the transition period as the EU wanted. The UK will be able to strike its own trade deals, although they won't be able to come into force until 1st of January 2021. The transition period is currently only due to happen if the UK and the EU agree a Brexit deal. There are two agreements in the negotiation deal: a 585-page withdrawal agreement, a legally binding text document that sets the terms of the UK's divorce from the EU. It covers how much money the UK owes the EU, an estimated amount of £39 billion, and what happens to UK citizens living elsewhere in the EU and the EU citizens living in the UK. It also proposes a method of avoiding the return of physical Northern Ireland border. The second document is a 26-page statement of future relations. This is not legally binding yet, as it only sketches out the kind of long-term relationship the UK and the EU wants to have in a range of areas, including trade, defense, and security, to give a new UK government the chance to make its case. Do we know if things will work out in the long term? Not really. but the 26-page political declaration referred to gives some details of their aspirations and how things like trade, travel, and security will work. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.